Well, folks, the unthinkable happened this week. The unthinkable is that Donald Trump actually secured a legal victory. A judge, a real live judge here in the United States of America, that was weird, ruled in favor of Donald Trump and agreed with Donald Trump's argument that he does in fact have presidential immunity. I mean, mind-blowing that a judge finally heard Donald Trump's lawyers make the immunity argument. The judge was like, you know what? You're right. I mean, hey, even a stopped clock is right twice a day, I guess. The problem Donald Trump has, though, is that this was in a lawsuit that is effectively meaningless. Like, yeah, you got a victory, but you got a victory when it didn't even matter. Here's what happened. You have a Pennsylvania election worker who was the voting machine supervisor in the 2020 election, filed 2 lawsuits, which have since been consolidated, alleging that Trump, Rudy Giuliani, 2 poll watchers, and others conspired to defame him. The man says their statements led to him to receive death threats and suffer 2 heart attacks. So, by the way, when I say that this lawsuit doesn't matter, please don't think that I'm demeaning what happened to this man. Obviously, it is very serious. But the reason I say Donald Trump's legal victory here doesn't matter is because Trump made statements about this man, allegedly, while he was president of the United States. And the judge said, I kind of have to say that this was something covered under presidential immunity because he did do it during addresses to the American public and during a testimony to the Pennsylvania Senate. So that does fall under his actual responsibilities. Therefore, I cannot let the suit against him, not his allies, continue. But the man says, well, hold up now. If I can't sue him for the statements that he made while he was president, I'll give you that. But he also made a statement in writing to the January 6th committee last year. He wasn't president last year, but he defamed me last year, so that one needs to stay. So that one is still pending, by the way. So Trump scored a legal victory that technically wasn't even a victory. Like, you're still being sued. The funniest thing to me about this lawsuit is Alina Habba, formerly of Donald Trump's legal defense team, now just a spokesperson for his super PAC. She was asked about the judge's decision, and here's what she had to say. We are pleased with the court's decision to honor the long-standing principle of presidential immunity. Today, the court made it clear that it is well within the president's discretion to address the integrity of our election without fear of liability. We expect that the rest of the man's claims will be similarly disposed of, as they are without merit. Disposed of? Do you mean dismissed? Are you telling me, person who went to law school and allegedly passed the bar, are you telling me you don't know the legal word for when a lawsuit gets tossed out of court? It's not disposed of. It's dismissed. That's the official legal term. Okay, you know what? I'm doing a call to action right now, folks. I need Alina Habba to release her transcripts. I want her college transcripts. I want her to release her law school transcripts. I want to see where she graduated in that class. I want to hear from people who went to law school with her, because I'm having a hard time believing that she actually was able to graduate. You don't know the basic terminology, and you think that cases get disposed of instead of dismissed. So I think Alina Habba, we all need to call on her to go ahead and release those transcripts, because something doesn't smell right here. If you can't even use the correct legal jargon, yeah, that's going to raise a lot of questions about your entire legal education. So maybe she can clear that up for us and release those transcripts. But until then, she is no longer on Donald Trump's legal team. So she, as usual, doesn't get this little minor victory to add to her, wall of accomplishment. Trump is winning in this one little instance right now, but based on the other part of this complaint, that little victory probably not going to last a whole hell of a lot longer. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.